I feel good. Na 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 na. I knew that I would now. Na 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 na. Is it possible that if you're healthy, fit and strong, that you'll feel good physically and mentally? And if that's how you want to live your life, how do you make sure that that's going to happen? And as an exercise professional, that's been my driving force all of my life. What do we need to do as a human race? What do you need to do to make sure that you wake up every day with what I call the 3 E's: energy, enthusiasm, and excitement for life, with a body that can keep up with you and a brain that's clear thinking and excited to be alive. And it's interesting because I started my career path as an exercise professional when we used to call ourselves personal trainers. Now, I don't like that terminology anymore because there's literally thousands of personal trainers in the world, and lots of them don't have the big part of that I think is the most important, which is personal. When people say to me, Rowie, how do I become a top-level exercise professional? How do I become a top-level personal trainer? My answer is always the same. It's not about you. It's about the person that you are going to be looking after. What are their personal reasons for wanting to be healthy, to be fit, to be strong, to lose weight, to be good at their sport, to look a certain way? Because we often get focused on this is what we want. But the more important question surely is, why do you want that? Why do you want to be a certain weight? Why do you want to be good at your sport? Why do you want to fit into that dress? Why do you want to feel good about yourself when you look in the mirror? Why is that important to you? And as an exercise professional, I think that that's the most important question. So I'm in my kitchen where food happens, and it seems that exercise and food go together. But the challenge with the two of those, food tends to be a very pleasurable experience. And for most people, exercise is not a pleasurable experience. So I like the food part because that's exciting and yummy and tastes good and makes me feel good. I'm not really excited about the exercise part because that's hard and boring and long and makes me hurt. That seems to be the common consensus. But what if that wasn't the case? What if everything about being healthy, fit and strong was exciting, was simple, was safe, was effective, and it actually worked? And could the only way to make that happen be to find out what each individual person wants? So there's my personal question. Why do you eat the way that you do at the moment? Why do you want to achieve whatever your goal is? What's the driving force? So I'll start with that. Why do you eat? And because exercise is something you can live without your whole life, but yet you have to eat food at some stage. It's important because otherwise you'll die. So why do you eat? But when I ask people, why do you eat? They very rarely say, so I don't die. People also don't say, because I want to nourish my body, or I want to have a body that's healthy, fit and strong. That tends not to be the answer. For some people it is. I wish it was more often. But I'm asking you personally, why do you eat? Do you eat because you're hungry? Do you eat because you're angry? Do you eat because you're happy? Do you eat for emotional reasons, or do you eat for logical reasons? And is it possible that we now live in a world where there's a lot of emotional eating, and it's the first time in history, this is a very interesting take note, it's the first time in history where we haven't had to eat for survival. We are surrounded by so much food all of the time. It's very inexpensive. We don't have to go hunt for it. We don't have to fish for it. We don't have to chase it. We don't have to kill it. We don't have to skin it. We can just drive our car through around a circular building and pick up food. So it's very easy. We've got a lot of access to food. So why do we eat? Now, I'd like to say, and again, you've got all your own reasons. Wouldn't it be nice to live inside a body though? And this is my wish and my gift for the world, if I could put it in a pretty pink box and give it to everybody, would be to eat when you're hungry, because that's your body telling you that you need to eat food. Stop eating when you're full, because that's your body telling you I don't need anymore. Eat all the foods that you love. Why would you, if you love a certain food, why would you restrict it? Why would you not have it? And why would you eat food that you don't like? So people ask me, Rowie, what's the perfect diet? Well, here it is. Eat when you're hungry, stop eating when you're full, eat what you like and don't eat what you don't like. Wouldn't that be awesome? That's the perfect package. But how do you make sure that you're in that perfect package? How do you get your body into a position where you only eat when you're hungry? You don't eat for any other reason. You don't eat for emotional reasons or because you're angry or sad or happy. You just eat because you're hungry. You bloody enjoy what you eat, and you only eat the things that you like. And when you've had enough, your body says, I don't want any more. Now, I'm in a very unique position, and I'm very careful about this though, because as an exercise professional for over 40 years, this has been my life. Very few people live in that beautiful circle, and I certainly didn't. I've been through a lot of interesting experiences with food, but I now live in a space, that exact space, because I've been striving for it all of my life. I've been striving for the perfect way to eat. Eat when you're hungry, stop eating when you're full, eat everything that you love, and don't eat any of the things that you don't like. So if you look then at the technical side of what does your body need, is it possible that your body will tell you what you need? Your brain runs on glucose, your muscles run on carbohydrate, glycogen. You need protein to rebuild your body, and you need to have some fat in your diet, because your body, if you don't have fat, you'll be very cold in the winter. Your connections in your central nervous system won't work effectively. You'll have horrible hair, skin and nails. It's important to have the 3 macronutrients. The fourth one's interesting because there's 4 macronutrients. We've got fat, carbohydrate, protein and alcohol. You can actually live on alcohol if you had to. I don't drink, so that's not of interest to me, but there are people who don't want to live without alcohol. They love it, and there are people who live for a very long time, past 100, who have been drinking alcohol all of their life. So if you look at the technical side of food, which is there's 4 macronutrients that keep us alive, do you have to have all of those? And there's an interesting argument, because some people talk about, I'm just going to be a carnivore and I don't need to eat any carbohydrate at all. I'm just going to eat protein. And that's where the personal side comes in. Isn't it up to you to decide what works for you? What do you like to eat? What don't you like to eat? And then how do you get your body into a position where it's going to tell you, eat when you're hungry and stop eating when you're full? Because doesn't that take all the argument out about when should I eat, how much should I eat, what's the right food to eat? Because if your body's healthy, if your endocrine system, your hormonal system, which is the system that tells you eat because you're hungry, stop eating when you're full, and tells you what to eat, if that's really healthy, then that all of those complicated questions about food just get taken away, because your body will actually tell you, you need to eat now. So you don't need some guru to tell you need to eat 3 times a day or 5 times a day or be an intermittent faster or all the different times of the day that people preach at us about when to eat. If your hormonal system is working, your body will tell you when you're hungry, so you'll eat. Then how much to eat will be determined by your hormonal system, because your hormones will say, I don't need any more food, stop eating now. And I'm in that position, and I just love being there, because I eat only when I'm hungry. I eat only the things that I love to eat. And even if you put my favourite food in front of me, my very, 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 very favourite foods that I just love to eat every single day, in front of me when I'm full, I'm not interested. I'll often stop halfway through a meal and just say, I've had enough now. I can open a packet of chocolate biscuits or lollies or ice cream, and I just go, I love it, I eat it, I enjoy it, but then I go, no, I don't need any more, I'm full. So that's my very, very personal question. If that's simple, if we can get our body into a position where we eat when we're hungry, stop eating when we're full, and only eat the things that our body needs, well, how do I do that? And isn't it possible that that's about getting a healthy body, getting a healthy, fit, strong, mentally and physically body, so that your body can make its decisions for itself? We seem to focus, a lot of people talk about that, don't they? Well, everything about your results for being healthy, fit and strong is to do 80% food and 20% exercise. What about this? What if it was all 100%? What if it was 100% about getting your body into a position where you only eat when you're hungry, stop eating when you're full, and you only eat the foods that you love, and that the effort that you put into your exercise program, your activity, the way you keep your body fit and strong, and that's why I don't like to use the word exercise, because it's almost a swear word for a lot of people it is. There are a lot of people that go their whole life and they don't do any exercise at all, because they're under the impression that it's hard, it's long, it's boring, it's complicated, it hurts, you get sweaty, your muscles are sore the next day, versus the reason for exercise. So if your reason for eating is because you're hungry and you enjoy it, I always ask that question, wouldn't you want to eat for performance and for pleasure, not just for performance? So eat for performance, they've got a high-performing body, energy, enthusiasm, and excitement, but eat for pleasure so that you only eat the things that you love. Wouldn't you do that about exercise as well? Wouldn't you only want to exercise for pleasure and for performance? And most people will tell you they don't exercise for pleasure. They do it because they have to. And could that be the important change of headspace? So when you study your anatomy and physiology, though, when it's not listening to a guru, it's not listening to a doctor, it's not listening to an expert of exercise physiology, because everyone's got an opinion. What you can't have an opinion about is what the body's made of and how the body works. Once you learn how that happens and you understand the hormonal system, the endocrine system, the digestive system, the central nervous system, skeletal and muscular system, cardiovascular and respiratory system, and how they all work together to make sure that you have a body that is healthy, fit and strong mentally and physically. Is it possible, number one, that you don't need an expert, because experts are full of opinions? You should be a carnivore, you should be a vegan, vegetarian, you should eat once a day, you should eat 5 times a day. There's lots of opinions. If you understand how your body works, if you personally, and if you are an exercise professional, if you are a personal exercise coach, wouldn't it be a really good idea to focus on each individual person? What do they like? What don't they like? But most importantly, why? Why do they like that particular food? Why don't they like that particular food? Why do they like that style of exercise? And then make sure that their exercise program fits into their lifestyle. So again, if somebody asks me the question, what makes a great exercise professional? What makes a great personal exercise coach? I think there's only 3 things. Get somebody really fit, get somebody really strong, and make sure it fits into their lifestyle. Because if the human body is really fit and really strong mentally and physically, will the food take care of itself? And that's just a very important question. If your hormonal system is really fit and really strong, it will tell you, eat, I'm hungry, stop eating, I'm full, and this is what I need to eat at the moment. My brain might need some glucose, my muscles might need some glycogen, my restructuring or regenerating of my body might need some protein, or I might need some fat because my hair, skin and nails are in need of looking better. That's the human body telling you what you need. So from an exercise point of view, if you again study the ABC of the anatomy and physiology of how the body works, the ABC is the energy systems of the body. What drives my body to get fit and strong? And there's 3 energy systems: the phosphate system, the lactate system and the aerobic system. We live in the aerobic system. That's breathe in oxygen, breathe out carbon dioxide. That's what we live in 24 hours a day, unless we're putting in 100% effort for the phosphate or the lactate system. The phosphate system only lasts for 10 seconds. If I go back to the alphabet again, if you understand how long does each energy system last for, what are the fuel sources required, how do you regenerate those fuel sources, where do they come from, so that your body can be really fit and really strong so you can live your life, as I always say, every day to the max. Now, the beautiful thing about the phosphate and lactate system is this: yes, you can put in 100% effort. The phosphate system is 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, when you go into the lactate system, you can still work very hard in the lactate system, but this is the one where people start hating their exercise, because there's a waste product called lactic acid. It makes your muscles burn, and for some people it makes them feel sick, which is why they don't like to exercise. But if I exercise at 100% effort, so I get 100% fit and I get 100% strong, so that all of the systems of my body are working effectively together, is it possible that the food will take care of itself? And that's why I love this beautiful package, and that's why I think it's so incredibly important to focus on you personally. What do you like? What don't you like? Why do you eat? And rather than why do you exercise, how about why do you want a certain result from your exercise? So not I exercise to lose weight, but why do you want to lose weight? Exercise so I look good. Why is it important to you to look good? And again, very personal from my perspective, I want to wake up every day energetic. I want to perform at my best. I want to look good when I look in the mirror. I want to feel my body and like the way that it feels to touch. And I want to get the results that I need from my eating and exercise plan. So as an old lady, I have different requirements than a 13-year-old or a 30-year-old. Different requirements from somebody that sits at a desk all day than me, I'm active all day long. I'm in my garden every day. I climb mountains. I go biking. And I have to use my brain at high intense levels every single day. So my requirements, my personal requirements, are different to yours. I want to wake up every day for the rest of my life with a stack of energy. I want to perform at my best. I want to look good in the mirror. I love the way my body feels to touch. And I want to get the results that I want from my exercise program and my eating plan. Surely you do too. And I'll ask you again personally, do you want to be healthy, fit and strong for the rest of your life? Do you want to perform at your best every single day? Do you want to have a stack of energy all day long, not get tired at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, need to have a snack or a snooze or an energy bar or an energy drink? Do you want to love what you see in the mirror for the rest of your life, not just for a photo shoot, not just for a 12-week challenge, not to win a prize, but every time you look in the mirror, you love what you see, you love the way your body feels, and you're getting the results that you want? If that's what you want, is it possible that we need to get fit and strong? And the quickest and safest and most effective way to get fit and strong is to work in the phosphate system, which is 10 seconds of intense activity at 100% effort. There's no lactate waste products, so there's no burning and there's no feeling sick. And if you're exercising in the aerobic system, that's long, slow and boring. I do everything in the aerobic system. I garden, I climb mountains, I bike, but I don't have any hassle doing that because I'm so fit because of the phosphate system. Now, I'm talking about me personally, but I'm talking about anatomy and physiology. If you learn that for your personal body, that's what I share with my max exercise professionals on a daily basis. Don't learn your anatomy to pass the test. Don't learn your anatomy and physiology to get a qualification. Don't even use it to get a career path. And you can be a very successful exercise professional. But surely you can only be successful if you personally look after each individual client in a way that's going to suit them. So you have to learn your anatomy and physiology, and you have to learn it for you. And that's what I always share. Work out how your body works. What's happening when you lift something heavy? What's happening when you get puffed? What's happening when you go hiking or biking or skiing or do a martial art, or you're dancing, or you're looking after your kids, or you are living your life? How is your body living your life for you? We only have one body. This is the only one we've got. Surely we're going to look after it. And wouldn't it be nice to wake up every single day with a stack of energy, performing at your best? Love what you see in the mirror. Love how your body feels to touch, and get the results that you want, so that you can eat what you love, don't eat what you don't like, eat when you're hungry, stop eating when you're full, and make the whole system really simple and easy to understand. Look after you. It's the only body you've got. And could the only way to really understand your own body is to learn how it works? Could that be a really good idea?